On March 8, 2014, a routine flight turned into one of the greatest mysteries in aviation history. Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370, a Boeing 777, took off from Kuala Lumpur International Airport, bound for Beijing. But just 38 minutes into the flight, all communication was lost. What happened next remains unknown to this very day. At 1:19 a.m. local time, MH370's final communication with air traffic control seemed routine. The pilot, Captain Zari Ahmed Shah, gave the standard good-night sign-off. But just moments later, something strange happened. The plane's transponder, which communicates with air traffic control, was manually switched off. Within minutes, MH370 veered off course, turning westward over the Malacca Strait, away from its planned route. This would be the first sign that something was terribly wrong. By 2:22 a.m., MH370's radar signal was lost. The plane had vanished from the skies, leaving no trace. Despite an extensive search spanning several years, only a few pieces of wreckage have been found, washed up on remote shores of the Indian Ocean. So, what happened to Flight MH370? Several theories have emerged to explain the disappearance of MH370. And while we don't have the full truth, some of these theories are more plausible than others. The first theory suggests a catastrophic event, like a sudden depressurization of the cabin or a fire. This theory posits that the crew, incapacitated by smoke or lack of oxygen, could not regain control of the plane before it crashed into the ocean. However, one of the most debated theories involves the pilot, Captain Zari. Some believe the plane's diversion could have been intentional, a deliberate act by the captain himself. This theory suggests that Zari, who was dealing with personal struggles, may have taken the plane off course in a tragic act of suicide, intending to crash it in a remote part of the ocean. But there is a darker and more sinister theory, one that claims Flight MH370 was hijacked. Some believe that the plane was intercepted and diverted by a terrorist group or other rogue actors. Evidence of the plane's sharp turns and sudden loss of communication points to a possible hijacking, although no group has ever claimed responsibility. Another theory suggests that MH370 was not crashed, but rather diverted to a secret location. Some conspiracy theorists claim that the plane was landed on a hidden airstrip or used for some other purpose, with passengers and crew held captive. Though this theory lacks hard evidence, it has persisted due to the seemingly inexplicable disappearance. The official investigation, led by Australia's Transportation Safety Bureau, focused on satellite data that showed the plane's final movements. They determined that MH370 flew for nearly 7 hours after it lost communication, heading south over the Indian Ocean, before ultimately disappearing without a trace. Despite the extensive search effort, the wreckage of MH370 has only been found in pieces, scattered across the Indian Ocean. The most notable discovery was a wing flaperon, found on the island of Reunion in July 2015. This piece of debris was confirmed to be from MH370, but it was the only major piece of evidence that was found. The lack of any other significant evidence has only fueled the mystery. Families of the 239 people on board have not received the closure they desperately seek. As of today, the official investigation is considered to be inconclusive. Many questions remain unanswered. Was it an accident? Was it terrorism? Or was it something more personal, perhaps an act of desperation by the crew? The world may never know. One of the most frustrating aspects of the MH370 mystery is the sheer scale of the search. Over $150 million was spent on locating the plane, making it the most expensive search in aviation history. Yet, despite this effort, the exact location of the plane remains unknown. Some believe that the wreckage lies in a remote part of the Indian Ocean, still waiting to be found. The disappearance of Flight MH370 remains one of the most haunting aviation mysteries of all time. As we continue to look for answers, we can only wonder, will the truth ever be uncovered? Or will the mystery of MH370 be lost to the depths of the ocean? A riddle that may never be solved. Thank you for watching Cryptic Journeys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell for more investigations into the world's greatest mysteries. Share your thoughts about MH370 in the comments below. Do you think we'll ever uncover the truth behind the disappearance?